Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to do a little video. I'm taking Ruby for a walk. It's really our first snow of the year, and I just thought it was charming because the birds are out here twerping and tweeting and singing, and I just love taking walks in the snow. Ruby is getting really kind of old. She can't really feel that she doesn't have a lot of her faculties anymore. You can see she's walking. Her hips are bad, and she just is getting at that age where she's losing control of her, she pees on stuff when she shouldn't, and I think Fluffy's in there. Fluffers! Fluffy! I just heard a kitty, I think. We have a little house out there. This used to be our chicken coop at one time. One of the chicken coops, and I keep that for the, oh, there he is. I keep that for the outside barn kitties. Hi, Fluffy. Hi, honey. What you doing back there? Keeping warm? Hi. See if he'll come over to us. He's feral, and he's one of the kitties that I have slowly been able to, he slowly has let me pet him, and eventually, if he gets better, we will get him neutered. He's just, you can see how beautiful he is. He's huge. Hi, Fluffy. He's still a little bit, he doesn't even care that Ruby's there. He's used to Ruby. Aren't ya, sweet boy? But he is so beautiful. He's got a raccoon face, and he's just such a sweet boy. Not super sweet because he's bit me a couple times. Yeah, you're cute, aren't you? Can't believe he's an outside kitty. You should be a show cat. But I have to be careful with him because he wants to play, and he's not a nice player. He likes to bite and scratch and bunny kick until you are raw bleeding. So I have to be careful of that sweet little... Yeah, you're so sweet, aren't you? But he does love to be pet. But I just have to be careful because he's still wild. But it took me probably a year to get him to do this with me. But he just can't help himself because he loves it. So, I guess we will walk a little bit out here. Come on, Fluffy, you can go with us. Come on, here you come. Come on. Go for a walk. Maybe I'll scare some mice out for you. Huh? Maybe I'll scare some mice out for you. Yeah. Silly. So, I've been getting used to my daily routine without having to be at the store anymore, and it's hard to get used to because I've been so used to getting up every day and having to be somewhere. It gets it's strange to not have any place to go and anybody calling me. I mean, I think that's my favorite part, is that people aren't calling me, and you know, that's the part I hated the most, was that I had to always be on call, and when somebody wanted to bring me something or sell me something, or, you know, because there's so much abundance out there that, especially with antiques and the stuff in the stores, people have so much. I mean, if you think about the storage units that are now popping up everywhere. And I have one myself because I had so much stuff that from the leftover from the store that I had to get a storage unit, and it's not cheap. But you never saw that before. You know, you never saw, I know, when I was growing up in the 70s, we didn't have storage unit places popping up all over the place. And they are full. People are buying, you know, the storage sheds to put in their backyards. You know, people need places to put their stuff. And so that's why I think people were always calling me when I had the store, constantly trying to get rid of their stuff, and they want something for it because they feel like if they just donate it, all that money they spent is wasted. And I know how they feel, because that's how I feel about my storage unit and the stuff that I have left over from the store. I feel like I should save it to get money out of it, but I'm just wasting money storing it. It seems kind of counterproductive. But I really need to have some kind of a huge estate sale or something so that I can get rid of all this stuff. And then I am out here, and it's so peaceful and beautiful, and it kind of gives me center, and gives, you know, anytime you spend time in nature, you can't be upset, you can't be depressed. This is the place I need to be today. And besides Ruby walking around, stepping on twigs and stuff, it's so silent out here. I can see squirrels off in the distance playing. Ruby's doing pretty good on her walk today. Her hips don't seem to be too bad. Right, Ruby? Yeah. Good girl. So, I just wanted to touch base with everybody and make a video so that I don't lose touch with everyone, and let you know I'm still here. I stopped my 365 days of eating only what I grow project, just because of the fact that I didn't have enough food, and It doesn't mean that I have abandoned that idea completely. It's just that I wasn't prepared this year. And this was not a good year to even do a project like that. I don't know what I was thinking. Truthfully, with everything that happened this year, I didn't have time anyways, and I wasn't nearly as prepared as I thought I would be. You know, I can't just eat acorns and grass, you know, growing on my countertop. I can't do that because there's just not enough in it. Especially when you have to consider that you have to do stuff during the day. You can't just lay in bed. Oh, you need help, Rubes? To help the dog. You went through the wrong place. I showed you where to go. Okay. Oh, you stuck? This is what I mean, the poor little girl. You stuck, sweetie? Okay. Look at my sweet old dog. Okay. I may have to resume the video because I've got to help her up and I need both hands. Okay, so Ruby's free. We're back on our walk. I forget what I was talking about, but so next year planning, I just have to plant more fruit trees and more perennial crops like blueberries and apple trees and all sorts of stuff like that, which, you know, we have a few of those things now, but I have to bulk out. If I really want to eat off the land and be totally free from stores and stuff, I really need to have an overabundance, not just enough, because this year we had crop failure on almost half of the stuff that we grew. And that just is devastating when you have to, when you don't plan on other things, like having the money to just go to the store. And to tell you the truth, I don't want to work that hard. I don't want to have to work at a job so that I can buy food at a store and not, I mean, that's food, that is freedom right there, is when you can supply your own. That is the biggest piece of freedom that we can do right now, because there's so many things that we can't do. So I guess I'll sign off for now, but I will keep plugging along and try to keep everything going for the winter. There's just so little to do in the winter, which is kind of nice. It's a nice break. You know, you can take walks like these, you can do things. It's, you know, a couple weeks is Christmas, so there's a lot for me to do for that. We're having people over this week, and there's just a lot to do for Christmas, but then it'll die down in January and February, and it's just kind of a nice break from everything that has been going on. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.